It has been slammed as a PR stunt to distract from recent allegations of anti-Semitism against billionaire businessman Elon Musk and his platform X, formerly known as Twitter. On Monday, the world's richest man toured one of the sites devastated by the Hamas terrorist attack on a visit to Israel. Musk visited a kibbutz with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and discussed anti-Semitic content on his social media platform. Musk also held talks on the potential use of his Starlink satellite technology for communications access in Gaza. Israel said Musk had agreed Starlink could only be used in the territory with Israeli government approval. And let's take a closer look now at this topic with Doug Madory. He's the director of internet analysis at the monitoring company Kentig. Welcome, Doug. There seems to be a deal now, but Israel was not at all pleased about Musk's initial offer to bring Starlink to Gaza. What were they concerned about?
So just taking a step back with how does a satellite service come active in a country? Every country, their government has a telecommunications regulator that offers that requires a license for a country to operate, for a satellite service to operate there. And as of October 7th, Starlink did not have a license to operate in Israel. I'm not sure where they were in the process. They were probably pursuing it, but I guess this would fast track an authorization for them to use it. From a technical standpoint, there's no reason why, if someone had a ground terminal, they wouldn't be able to get the service. But as far as the caution, I think from the last couple of months, I think we've learned a couple things. One is that the Israelis have cut off service to Gaza for extended periods of time that have coincided with IDF operations in Gaza. So I think from the Israeli point of view, they look at internet service as something that they want to control as part of their military operation against Hamas.
Now, Musk claims that Starlink can help restore communication with aid organizations, for example, in Gaza. What would be the hurdles now to get the system to work there?
So really boil down to just getting them the ground terminals, because as I said, the satellites, the way this works, so it's a low Earth orbit constellation of thousands of satellites that are flying overhead all of us at any given moment. They're going over Gaza, and they have been. Whether they operate there or not becomes a regulatory matter, or do they have a license to operate? It sounds like they're going to get that license, so then it's just a matter of getting terminals in that can connect. They have to no longer blacklist or block out that geography from service, and obviously those terminals need electricity, which is sometimes hard to come by in Gaza with that obstacle. But the number one thing probably at this point is just to get ground terminals, the antennas, the dishes into Gaza.
The Israeli government has said that they are concerned about Starlink being misused. What could that look like?
So I think, they made a comment about how they would like to tightly control who has got service, and devices like these can be moved. So something could be moved from Israel into Gaza or elsewhere. We saw that when ISIS invaded and took over parts of Syria and Iraq, and they were buying terminals in Turkey. This is before the days of Starlink, and they were able to carry those over the border and operate those in Iraq and Syria. But I think Starlink plays a critical role in the conflict in Ukraine, so we can see its application in a military setting, both for battlefield communications for coordinating military activities, as well as coordinating drone surveillance and drone attacks. Those have been performed with the aid of the Starlink service.
That's internet and infrastructure expert Doug Madory. Thank you so much.